What is going on, everybody? Your boy Patman here, and welcome back to another one of my videos. This one is going to be covering a new Halo MCC feature that has been highly requested by the community that should be launching with Season 8. I also want to talk about the possibility of a Halo release date announcement coming towards the end of this month. And finally, I want to talk about Halo Infinite spoilers and my stance on it on my channel, because that is really important if you ask me. I want to let you guys know about my morals as far as posting these kinds of things. Please hit that like button to support future Halo news content, and also subscribe if you're new here and you want to stay absolutely up to date on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo, especially for the next announcement of a Halo Infinite flight or technical test. Without further ado, let's roll that intro. So let's start with the new feature that is planned to be coming at the start of Season 8 of MCC, and it is weapon offsets, otherwise known as Viewmodel adjustments. Now, we've seen this feature before. We've actually flighted it and tested it for 343 before, but they decided not to implement it into the game based on community feedback. People were kind of underwhelmed with the amount of options, so 343 went back to the drawing board and is now almost ready to present it back to the community with more options than ever before. As you guys can see, we will be able to control the depth, the horizontal and vertical axes of the weapons, while also having options for different classes of weapons, so things like pistols, rifles, melee, etc. Now, things do get a little bit confusing with the wording that 343 used in the blog. I'm just going to tell you what they said, and then we'll try to make some sense of it later in the video. So they said that weapon offsets will be supported for CE, Halo 3, Halo 4, ODST, and Reach. As you guys notice, Halo 2 is missing from this list. Like I said, we'll touch on that in a little bit, but they said that each title will have slight variations to the minimum and maximum cap of the weapon offsets to avoid clipping or problems with the idle walking and shooting animations. Now, one of the biggest changes with the new version of the weapon offsets is that they're allowing people to preview their offset as it's being adjusted, so you don't have to keep going back and into the menus to see how it's changing, which is huge. And this is reflected in the screenshots you guys are seeing on screen right now. Not only did 343 increase the range as far as a numerical value for the adjustments, but they also added the horizontal slider, which is different from when the feature was flighted. It only had two options, which was just down and back. Now, regarding Halo 2, 343 said due to the fact that there are 3 different Halo 2 engines in MCC, they were only able to provide a single set of sliders for the classic and campaign version of Halo 2, and I'm assuming that they mean classic multiplayer. And as far as Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer, same thing, just one single set of sliders. But that is just for the launch of this feature. Eventually, they would hope to bring out a more robust set of sliders to match the other titles. As you guys can see in the screenshots, that's from Halo 2 Anniversary Campaign, which looks to have the 3 different options as far as horizontal, vertical, and depth. Now, this is where I said it was a little bit confusing, because earlier in the blog post, they don't even mention Halo 2, but later they say that there is going to be view model adjustments for Halo 2. And I was just confused as far as what they mean by classic/campaign. Like I said, I think that means classic multiplayer, so you should be able to still adjust your view model adjustments in Halo 2 multiplayer. I guess we'll just have to wait for the flight that they're probably going to put out to test this feature. Now, as far as when Season 8 will release, as long as there are no delays with any of the features they're trying to implement, then we should see it by the end of this month, because Season 7 released on June 23rd, and in the past, 343 did say that they want to release these seasons for MCC every 2 months. Now, I wanted to address something that's going rampant in the community right now about Halo Infinite, and that is spoilers, and where I stand personally on it with my channel. I will never put spoilers in the title or in the thumbnail of a video, and I will also not be talking about story spoilers until a couple of weeks after the game releases, and of course I will always give a spoiler warning before I talk about stuff like that. As far as multiplayer goes, I honestly am kind of staying away from that stuff as well. Sometimes I may make the occasional rumor video because there's some cool things that I think really lead to some cool discussion points with you guys. However, with the recent stuff and the helmet leaks and stuff like that, I don't even want to talk about that, because I can't even show you guys the leaks without getting a strike on my channel or getting the video taken down. But even for multiplayer, I will let you guys know about spoiler warnings, but I just kind of tend to stay away from those kinds of videos. If I see any kind of spoilers as far as story in the comments of any of my videos, you will be banned from the channel. It's just not cool to ruin the experience for other people, and it's not something that I'm going to have in my comment section. And the last thing I want to talk about is a possible reveal for Halo Infinite's release date at Gamescom, which is a huge gaming conference overseas in Germany, which takes place on the 24th of August and does have some big announcements usually year after year. And it's really important to take note of the date. The 24th is obviously after the 19th of August, which is when the new Call of Duty is supposedly rumored to be revealed, which should come with a release date. And people are thinking Halo is waiting so it could stay out of the way of the Call of Duty launch. Even though personally, I don't think this year's Call of Duty is going to sell as well as it normally does, it's still going to make a ton of cash, and that is competition for Halo. So Microsoft might be waiting it out to see how they can line up the schedule. We know Battlefield is releasing in October, and November 5th is Forza Horizon 5. So with all that information, Microsoft will be able to decide when they want to launch Halo Infinite. Now, of course, this is purely speculation, nothing confirmed at all from Microsoft or 343 themselves, but I'm curious to know what you guys think as far as maybe getting an announcement for the release date of Halo Infinite this month. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if we don't see a release date revealed at Gamescom, I'm going to start to worry about a potential delay of the game. Even though Microsoft has said no, it's not happening, it is planned to be released this holiday. They have said that before and the game got pushed back, and I just want to have positive thoughts. I'm not going to think about a Halo Infinite delay just yet. Now remember, we should have another Inside Infinite update later this month. Hopefully they go into more detail on some of the things that they learned through the Infinite flight or technical test. 343 already came out and said that the PC configurations were misconfigured. So we should see a noticeable performance improvement on PC for the next flight, which is really good news for me because my PC was struggling and it shouldn't be for that game. Now there's also some rumblings that we may get new info on the next Halo Infinite technical test, which should be PvP focused, and that it might be happening sooner than you guys think. So if you guys want to stay absolutely up to date on all of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if any of you want to have a more direct interaction with me, I do live streaming as well, but on Twitch. If you head on over to twitch.tv/thepatmangaming, go on ahead and give me a follow there and come hang out and just talk about whatever. Doesn't have to be Halo related at all, or can totally be only Halo related. Doesn't matter to me. I am also on Twitter with the same handle @thepatmangaming, and if you guys want instant Halo news, I'm always retweeting the official stuff from 343 and its developers. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you on either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. Until that time comes, I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.